Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Audiotree Live. Today is Thursday, April 11th. My name is Austin. Today I'm sitting in for Solomon Fingy. Before we begin, I want to remind you to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss these incredible artists we have in the studio for you today. So click that subscribe button below. And this session is available on all streaming services, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. Hit the link below to listen to it on the go. Now, I'm thrilled to introduce Cameroonian-born, France-residing, multi-instrumentalist, author, cultural preservationist, and artist, Blick Bassy. His new album, Dibá, is an atmospheric journey through the theme of water. Rooted in his Cameroonian identity, these songs are grounding, and when they're heard, they transcend culture and language, and they can give away to the ancient internet connectedness that the human experience that we all share. So I'm so excited for you all to experience this with me. Today, we have Blick Bassy. Take it away. Blick Bassy on Audiotree. Thank you guys so much for being here. I've been looking forward to this session for a long time, so I appreciate you guys flying here today for this.
Thank you.
I want to start with the obvious gear in the room, because there's a few things I'm noticing. One is that you don't really have any backing tracks, which I just want to say, you know, like we see a lot of bands in here, and backing tracks are just more and more used every time we have a band in. And, you know, I wonder where your creative direction comes in, where you are just willing to put a person in front of the piece of gear versus just having it so easily come through the tracks.
When I'm recording my album, I love to, everything, what I'm doing has to need to have a, how can I say it, an explanation. So back in the years, I was using some backing vocal during the recording because I wanted some female voice, for example. And finally, I was looking, during my recording, I was looking for the same emotion because sometimes I was losing it because I was bringing some people who was recording backing vocal without going inside what I wanted to explain, what I wanted to express. So finally, I have decided to start doing things just to serve the emotion, the vibration I wanted to share. That's why I was thinking about how could I find a way to bring, even in the backing vocal, to keep the vibration, the emotion, the move coming from my vocal, coming from my stomach, and keep it, you know, in the song. And so sometimes by bringing some other people who just coming as backing vocal, I was stopping it. So I wanted to keep it into, you know, my song. And that's why also on stage, I have decided just to use some tools. With technology now, we can use some tool what could just help us to find a way to do things the way we would like to make it.
Yeah, I love it. And also just to, you know, Romain and Arnaud, like your participation in this too is remarkable to me, because it is, I'm watching you do multiple things at once, and like all the orchestration of the whole song is very cool to see. And again, it's so easily could be thrown in a backing track, and I just appreciate that you guys are actually performing it live. When, you know, thinking about the sort of the futuristic sound in what you're doing, but also knowing that this album is primarily, in a lot of ways, folklore and things that you've written based on your roots. And I'm curious where the crossover happens for you. Did you know that you were going to write a record about water and then it became electronic, or did you know you were going to write an electronic record and then it became about water?
So for every record, I'm choosing first a theme, kind of thematic, and then start creating songs. So I decided first to write an album on water, and then in my previous live shows, I was already into the way of electronic. I was bringing on stage some sound, and we were using a lot of pedals with my all set, and I wanted to find it also into my new material. So when I have decided to create an album on water, was also something what was calling this kind of sounds, you know. And as I wanted to experiment at some new stuff, because I don't want to record an album. I love when every album it's completely different, because creating in also a different space in a different way, it's really bringing me to be in danger, and I love it because then the creativity is coming out. So I have decided first to write on water, and then I start thinking about how could I make it in the best way, what kind of material, what kind of instrument I can bring. And as I was already working with Romain for 5 years now, so for me it was like evident, like to bring him into this project, what was really the right one to bring these electronic sounds.
I love it. For myself and people who don't speak your language at home, could you clue us into what some of the lyrics are in LoBa?
Yeah. So when I decided to first, I have decided to write on water because I was looking for an answer. This came from the fact that after my previous album, 1958, I wanted to understand why I could bring some human being to go from a place to another and to bring some terrorism, some colonialism, imperialism, capitalism system. So in my research, finally, I found that as soon as we quit the living element chain, then the chaos is taking place. So uh, writing about water is kind of answer that we have to build a new relationship to with every human being, but also with the other living element. And LoBa is a kind of, as I'm one of the song what is starting opening my album. I'm talking about a man who's calling nature and God to bring help because they really need water. And when I'm talking about water, I'm talking about the main element what is in every human being, but in every living element. Human being are, for example, made of 75% of water, and it's the same thing with the other living element.
Yeah, it's so beautiful, man. It just reminds me of this, yeah, like I said in the beginning, this interconnectedness we all share. I would love to hear more music whenever you guys are ready. Thank you.
Songi pan kerenga limbi kwa Songi pe memu kere sangri ka di Nano me leno kami mi pol Nano me male kami mi pol Nano mi sing male no baby no Nano mi sing mwe mi body me on Nano mi sing male no baby no Nano mi sing mwe Songi mi pan kere onda bondi mi kwa Songi mi pan mi kere oro inundi mi kwa Nano inton ale bondi mi kwa Yaso inkondi male bondi mi kwa Nano mi sing male no baby no Nano mi sing mwe body me on Nano mi sing male no baby no Nano mi sing mwe
I got such a Genesis vibe from that last bit of that track. That was so good. I want to talk about this. That you've been appointed as co-director of the Memory Commission of Cameroon, and that just seems like such an enormous responsibility to an outsider. What does it mean to you, and what exactly do you do for them when you're not, working on music? And
I was nominated by the French president to be like co-president of this commission. And what we're doing is, as what happened during the colonization period. My country, Cameroon, was colonized by French, and it seemed like that in France today, still like, okay, we were there we were the our relationship wasn't colonization, so it wasn't clear. But no, we came there to bring roads, schools, and the hospital, and everything was amazing. And my people are saying that no, you can't come in people's home and start just doing what you want, and finally say that it was amazing. So finally, the French president have decided to create this commission because to bring a kind of scientist proof about what happened. So my mission is to go in the whole country to meet some witnesses who still alive and who could just talk about what happened, because we're talking about a period where Cameroon lost more than 300,000 people during this hard period. And also some freedom fighter like Mumie Wandi was killed during this period because those people wanted just to live like a free human being. So the project is that at the end of this year, we have to bring all the proof and all the material I'm going to record, because I'm recording in the whole country, witnesses, also going to the place where there were a lot of killed. So the idea is that at the end of the year, we have to bring all the document, what could really prove finally what happened.
It's an amazing thing you're doing. And my biggest question is, it ties into what you do here, which is like, how do you balance having that responsibility? Your father, you're a music maker, you put records out, you go on tour, you flew all the way here, to play this. Where do you balance, where do you know to, like, in yourself, set something down to then pick something else up?
It's not easy, as a father, as you said, and as I have kids who are 6 years old, and last time when I was coming on tour here, one of my kids was asking to me why I'm going again, and I was explaining that I'm doing this not for me but for them, because I think I'm trying just to play my contributor role. As I was saying, we are co-contributors, and I really have to play my fully my role, and then it's sometimes I ask some sacrifices. I'm not every day with my kids, with my family, with my people I really love. But what I'm doing, I think, especially as a Cameroonian, as an African, our community really needs to fix up a lot of issues. And I cannot just stay in some other country, some other continent, and enjoy it without doing something for my people. So everything I'm doing, I used to tell them that it's hard, I know, but I have to do this, because if I want you guys to have a better life tomorrow, because we still have cows and brothers who are running from the continent, and sometimes most of them every day we have people dying in the seas because they just want to run the continent. That is really a huge issue, because everyone is saying that this continent is the most beautiful one, is the most richest one, a continent where the sun is dancing every day on the yard. And how comes that people and kids from this continent still running today? That means that there is something, there is a problem, there is a lot of issues. And as an adult, I think I really also play my role, what is bringing some contribution, and this is why I'm doing all I'm trying to do to help humanity to go back to his real and main project.
Yeah, I read you sort of use this phraseology of chain of life, that we're all connected in this way. And, I feel like a peace and a resolve in you that this is sort of your role in life, and that sacrifice is just a small price to pay for the work that you do. And for me, it's like coming here and just even interfacing with you and having the cameras here and having you say this is that's the reverberation of the change, right? Like the more there's awareness, the more things will shift.
Absolutely.
So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks.
If I just want to end with what kind of advice, this is a big question, would you give to someone who is sort of looking for that purpose in life? There's a lot of fake activism in the world. There's a lot of people wanting an answer for things that they can't really, put their finger on. And there's a lot of, horrible things that happens. When you think of it as an adult and as someone who has traveled the world in the way that you have, what sort of advice would you give to somebody who's looking for that purpose in themselves?
I think it's simple, really simple, We are trying to do and to focus on things what don't have happen anything to do with what we really are. We just have to be ourselves. And being ourselves is just to turn on the love we have inside ourselves. Every human being is just made by and for love. How cool be that? How cool could it be that we're living in the world now where everyone is just forgetting what he's made for, and fighting to jump into capitalism world. What is don't have anything to do with what we really are. So just what I can say is just please just turn on your love and please just turn on your Wi-Fi. We are believing in the Wi-Fi from our material, but we don't believe in the Wi-Fi. Our Wi-Fi, what is more than 5 billion G, and as soon as we're gonna turn in on, we're gonna connect each other, and we just made to connect each other.
Hey, fucking man. I love it so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You guys have 2 more tracks. I would love to hear them. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks so much.
Bengue kiri, mon pamlingen, corre, corre, bengue kiri, mon pamlingen.
Bengue kini chenu kong, bengue kini chewa, bengue kini kobanan unang denges nge. Na no leni cheni yo, na no leni wonyus, bengue kini kobanan maje maweli ten. Ya no baby quel umbuzo le panches.
Thank you, Blick, Ramon, Arnaud. Thank you guys so much for being here. That was amazing. That was such an uplifting conversation and performance, so I appreciate you guys so much today. Thank you to our camera crew, to our lighting crew, to our sound crew for making it sound and look beautiful. And thank you, our viewers, for watching. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button below so you never miss a video. And this session audio is available right now on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, wherever you want to listen to it. You can find it there. If you want to support the Audiotree channel, you can head to the Audiotree shop, audiotree.shop, and grab merch, sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats, whatever you want. It's there. And follow us on social media for a bunch of behind-the-scenes content. I'm Austin. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.